Amid the retreat of Russian forces in the Kharkiv region, the armed forces of Ukraine continue to expand their control zone in the Kharkiv region. The armed forces of Ukraine are aiming at reaching the borders of the Russian Federation. The Ukrainian Army advanced along the right bank of the Seversky Donets River and took control of the area north of the Pecheneg reservoir. The further Ukrainian advance towards the town of Volchansk, located on the Russian border, is expected. At the same time, clashes were reported in the villages of Liptsy and Rubezhnoye in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian Armed Forces managed to advance towards the villages of Cossack Lopan and Tsupovka, but a small Russian grouping continues to hold the defense. One of the main threats to the Russian forces was posed by the AFU attack in the area to the northwest of the town of Izyum. The main blow of the AFU counteroffensive targeted the villages of Ivanovka and Rudnevo on the eastern bank of the Seversky Donets River. Ukrainian troops continue their attempts to cross the river and take control of the settlements. According to local reports, the AFU managed to transfer some forces across the Seversky Donets River and attack Russian positions. If the AFU counterattack is successful, it will pose a dangerous threat to the Russian grouping in Izyum. This region is the main springboard for the Russian attack on the city of Slavyansk from the north. Despite the attempts of the AFU counteroffensive, Russian troops continued to expand the control zone in the Izyum area. Russian-led forces took control of the village of Velika Kamishevaka after prolonged fighting to the west of Izyum. The Russian offensive against the AFU grouping in Pavankovo continues. In the Luhansk People's Republic, the encirclement of the AFU group in the cities of Severodonetsk and Lysychansk continues. There are battles for the village of Belokhorovka. The positions of the armed forces of Ukraine and Lysychansk are constantly shelled by Russian artillery. Special forces are deployed on the city outskirts. In the area of Rubezhnoye, Chechen soldiers of the unit of the Akhmat Special Forces and the People's Militia of the LPR blocked the remnants of Ukrainian units at the Zarya plant. According to the military assistant to the head of Chechnya, the area from the left flank of the Zarya plant to Kuryazhovka, located on the northeastern outskirts of the town, was secured. To the east of Popasnaya, units of the Allied forces took control of Nizhny village and adjacent heights. There are battles for the town of Toshkovka, located on the road leading to Lysychansk. In the Donetsk People's Republic, the People's Militia forces are storming Avdiivka, Opytne, and Pesky. Taking control of settlements in the Donetsk region will stop the shelling of residential quarters of the city by Ukrainian artillery. On May 10th, the naval forces of Ukraine blocked the passage in the Dnieper estuary, placing barges between Ojakov and Pervomaisky Island. Russian missiles have already attacked the area. The missile strike hit at least one of the barges south of Ojakov. On May 9th, the AFU made another attempt to counterattack a grouping of Russian forces on the island of Zomini. The attack was a failed PR campaign by the Kiev regime to seize the island on the eve of the Great Patriotic War Victory Day. The attack ended with the complete defeat of the airborne forces of the armed forces of Ukraine. On May 10th, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed that the Kiev regime lost 30 military UAVs in this area over the past 3 days, including 9 Bayraktar TB2s. 27 bodies of Ukrainian special forces and nationalist fighters remain at Zomini Island as a result of Kiev's failed operation. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, the operation resulted in the deaths of more than 5 dozen Ukrainian fighters and members of elite AFU units, the loss of 4 aircraft, 10 helicopters, 3 boats, and 30 unmanned aerial vehicles.